Hotkey Books presents Robin Hood 3, Jet Skis, Swamps and Smugglers. Written by Robert Muchamore and read by Joe Jameson. Keep listening after the audiobook for a sample from the next book in the series, Robin Hood 4, Drones, Dams and Destruction. The story so far. It is a troubled time in Sherwood Forest. Evil gangster Guy Gisborne has the declining industrial town of Loxley under his thumb, controlling everything, from petty drug deals to police and judges. He works in an uneasy alliance with the Sheriff of Nottingham, Marjorie Kovacevic. The ambitious sheriff likes to portray herself as a successful businesswoman and get-tough politician who locks up criminals and cracks down on immigration. But deep in Sherwood Forest, Sheriff Marjorie has a private army of guards who deal brutally with anyone who gets in her way. But good folks are fighting back. For more than a decade, Emma and Will Scarlock have fought to protect the thousands of vulnerable people who live in Sherwood Forest. From their base inside an abandoned outlet mall, their team provides shelter, healthcare and food to anyone who needs it. And a new hero is rising. When Ada Hood spoke out about corruption in Loxley, Guy Gisborne had him framed by crooked cops and sentenced to 3 years in prison. Nobody expected his 13-year-old son Robin Hood to fight back, but so far Robin has shot Gisborne in the plums with an arrow, staged a daring robbery to raise money for forest people, and helped sabotage a big game hunt at Sherwood Castle Resort. Now, Robin is in danger. With Robin's name graffitied on thousands of walls and videos of his actions watched by millions, Sheriff Marjorie fears Robin could spark a rebellion and destroy her political ambitions. So she's agreed to help Gisborne hunt Robin down, using a posse of former Special Forces soldiers. Part 1. Chapter 1. Dino Bullcalf. The rooftop market at the abandoned Sherwood designer outlets was a bustling social gathering for the rebels, runaways and refugees who lived in Sherwood Forest. Traders travelled overnight, emerging from dense forest dragging their wares in nylon bags and backpacks as they crossed the mall's weed-strewn car parks. A bunch of stalls in the centre of the market sold hot food. Harsh sunlight hit Dino Bullcalf's bald head as he strode between them, catching whiffs of shish kebab, curry, baby back ribs and stale cooking fat. Bullcalf had been a judo champion, an elite Italian army paratrooper, and most recently a man with a reputation for finding people who didn't want to be found. But at 76 years old, his haggard face made it easy to ignore a frame that could run 5K without breaking sweat and bench press more than most men half his age. One of Bullcalf's tattooed hands held a cardboard coffee cup. After swallowing the last mouthful, he shuffled into a gap between two stalls and bumped a woman energetically sweeping dropped food under her burrito stand. "You've come the wrong way, fella," the woman said cheerfully, as she pointed the old man back to the customer side. Bullcalf acted doddery and confused. "It's so hot today," he said breathlessly, with a Neapolitan accent that hadn't faded in the 40 years since he'd fled Italy. "I hate litter, but I can't see a bin." "Gimme," the woman said, reaching out to take the cup. As she turned away and flipped the cup into a bin under her stool, Bullcalf deftly pulled a plastic-wrapped packet from his trouser pocket. The outside had pads of double-sided tape, while the inside contained finely ground aluminium powder and a delicate glass vial filled with green fluid. Without opening the packet, Bullcalf crushed the vial, enabling the liquid to start mixing with the powder. Then he reached under the burrito stand and felt the contents start to fizz as he stuck the package to the bright red gas cylinder that fueled the grill. In a few minutes, the chemical reaction inside the plastic bag would reach a critical temperature, making the aluminium powder explode in a white flash. This would fracture the metal cylinder and ignite the pressurized gas inside. If things went to plan, the result
Sample complete. Ready to continue?